Hi friends, welcome back to the Guitar Spar where we bring you a special guitar that just arrived and I'm so excited because this is a D45, a D45. No, it's not it's a D45. And maybe I should just strum it and then play a little bit and before I tell you. Can you hear the difference? This is a D45, not from Martin. It's Martin inspired. It's from the company HSIENMO, right? HSIENMO in AGF Acoustic Guitar Forum. Many people are saying these guitars are just beyond your imagination, right? When you you buy it, you play it, and it's not just the tone, right? I mean, if you look at the woods, the construction, the quality of this wood, this is basically, they call it a wild Indian rosewood, old growth Indian rosewood that has actually very thick grain and dark coloration. So I'm just going to get this review started. This is basically a HSIENMO. HSIENMO is from China. But don't confuse this China-made guitars with the other China-made, because this one, which I spoke to the owners, they incorporate a lot of CNC machine. In fact, the neck is a one-piece neck, not a two-piece or three-piece neck that is generally glued together and as a block, and then they do it. This is a one-piece mahogany, African mahogany neck. Top is a Sitka spruce, forward shift X brace, and you have all the abalone purflings like the normal D45, even the fretboard extension, ebony bridge, ebony fretboard. You look at the inlays, impeccable, lots of detail. This and then the whole guitar is bound in the grain ivory, right? It was just plastic, and the workmanship of this nitro finish, slightly thicker spring nitro finish, because I can feel it's slightly thicker, but you can hear the voicing, even the tap tone, high pitch tap tone, very much like a Brazilian, because I've handled Brazilian rosewood Martins before, and normally the Madagascar rosewood and Brazilian rosewood normally will tap at a higher pitch, right? At a higher pitch, but this one they're able to voice it the back at a very high pitch, so it gives you that glassy tone that right now you're listening to. One piece mahogany neck, 1 3/4 neck with look at that inlay, beautiful inlay, back end, the open gear guitar tuners on this, even the staining, look at the staining on the necks. It's reddish, like burgundy color, but really nicely. I can't find a flaw on this guitar, right? I was trying to take my magnifying glass to find a flaw. I can't. Camel bone nut and saddle. Obviously, when it came in, the neck had a little bit of relief, and these two strings were slightly or cut just nice on, and then there's no clearance on the nut. So I raised these two strings because I felt that the sustain wasn't there. This is the only small mistake, or maybe overlook on hindsight, right? But everybody makes mistake. Nobody is perfect when it comes to handmake, but this is as close as perfection get. The top is Sitka spruce, the stain with the vintage toner. Let me just go through how this is done. So this is basically the X brace on this guitar, and the X brace is forward shift, very close to the soundboard. Yeah, very close to the soundboard, and you have a maple piece of bridge plate. However, the braces on this guitar, the D45 inspired, is braced with Adirondack spruce. So Adirondack spruce has very high velocity, and it means you can actually flex it, but it's really stiff. So they are able to fit it in. I think this is 1 3/4 thinly, and then scallop this, and then it's still very rigid, and then scallop this 2 tone bars. That's why you can hear that the Adirondack spruce on this bracing adds a little bit of that punch. Okay, this is evidently also on the Taylor series, right? When they use Adirondack on the braces on the Sitka spruce, it adds a little bit of that punch, the zinc, the treble zinc that's not found on Sitka, because Sitka is softer. So this is a great combination that they are using on this, and the tins is tap tuning, and even you can see even the 2 side braces are really thin. This is how they voice the HSIENMO guitar, right? 1 3/4 nut with. I haven't really taken out the saddle to check whether the radius is correct, the 16-inch radius. But after this, I will probably do another video when I fit the saddle with the fossilized mammoth ivory. That will actually enrich the tone a little bit and make it a little bit more, how would I say, a bit richer and a bit more played in, right? So let's get this review. Let's listen to how it sounds. Extremely loud. First time I took one strum out of the box, it was really extremely loud, right? And then I tightened the truss rod, and you get a little more articulate, a little bit more a tighter tone. Incidentally, the backs of these decks are all satin finish instead of gloss finish that is on a real Martin D45. The other thing also is the necks are bolt-on system. Okay, though, how is this bolt-on system different from the normal bolt-on system? The normal bolt-on system, you have two bolts here, and then this fretboard extension is glued into it. This one, the fretboard extension is not glued to it. In fact, it's a floating, like a cantilever neck that is floating, right? So when I spoke to the luthiers on this, is their thinking is you have the neck that is bolted on in here, and over time you probably need a neck reset. So they provide two maple strips that are on this. If this angle moves on and needs to be raised, then you can just put the maple strip under, remove the two bolts. You can do it yourself, and then put the extension. I'll call it wafer pieces underneath here to raise up the neck, right? The other thing is you won't have that 14 fret hump that some guitars have, because you have to realize that when this 200 pounds force comes in, the neck needs, the pressure of the neck to, propensity of the neck to go forward, it's very high, right? So sometimes what they do is they do a L block, a reverse L block, that is this very high reverse L block, so to relieve some of the stress on this. But this is one of the ways that they do this. It is talking about advanced technology from a lot of these guitar companies. People start thinking, analyzing, and looking at how can we improve. Let's face it, not everybody can afford a D45, right? Because I think it's more than 10,000 US dollars. Some people can, but it's not good to have credit card debts, right? And we all want one of this because it's a lot of bling, but also and you can get this at a fraction, right? And these are all handmade individually, not productionally made. Okay, the necks are all CNC and things like that, but when it comes to the box itself, it's all individually made by very skilled luthiers with many years of experience, right? Even the inlays, I can't see a flaw, right? So maybe this is one of the options. I'm not saying that this is something, if you're a diehard Martin fan, you can afford a D45, kudos to you, right? But for those people, like some of us in Asia, we don't have that much money lying around, extra cash lying around. 10 grand could be some people more than a year's wage for some people in Asia, right? So that's the thing, right? bit of finger style. All right. You may be asking me, hey, how does this compare to the other guitars? I have a McPherson 3.5 spruce top with Indian rosewood, so I'm just gonna do a fast, quick strumming. So yeah, okay, this is the HSIENMO D45, and this is my McPherson. Okay, McPherson. Just to come here a bit. Okay. Okay, just a little bit more. Alright, HSIENMO guitars. Incidentally, if you're in Singapore, I was told that the official distributor is Guitar Workshop in Bras Basah. I think they have a few double O or triple O that just arrived. Or you can actually contact HSIENMO Guitars directly, and do mention that you saw this video and mention my name, Jarvis from the Guitar Spa. So at least they will provide some preferential treatment. Okay, just say I'm a fan of Jarvis from the Guitar Spa, you saw this video. So beautiful guitar. I'm gonna do more reviews on this, maybe comparing this with a maple, and so that you're thinking, hey, how does this compare to a normal guitar and things like that. So this is something for you. Till my next review, say live with passion, play your guitar, love, joy, peace, then health to be multiplied in your life. This is Jarvis. I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Signing off. Bye bye.